got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Trying to put 6 wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think it's the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First carry for Leonard Fournette. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gun, gun, gun.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
39.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run here with Freeman. Fighting his way through contact. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
It's Coleman here, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Lauletta. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Gone! 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 Hot!
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Looking long for Westbrook. And this will be caught at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Lauletta looking for a 1st down throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Ooh, the juke. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They get it to him running left. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Right. 12.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion.
2nd and 7 now from the 28. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lambeau will put this. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch him now, Barney.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It's Lauletta off play action. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Lauletta on first down. Steps away to his left. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Lauletta from the 50, and he finds Safarian Jenkins. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Lauletta to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Freeman again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down,
now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A handoff to Fournette, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And Lauletta's going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
21.
He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's back to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
39.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. First throw in overtime for Loletta. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Fournette, and for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
He dumps it to Hyde. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Watch it now, Barney.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First throw in overtime now for Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, but I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.